An elephant calf in trouble has no cause to worry. The entire family is immediately summoned to come to its aid. Not only the mother, who is always nearby, but all the females of the herd hurry to lend a trunk. Many kinds of birds are devoted parents. For example, they look for a suitable place to build their nest. When it's time to sit on the eggs, male and female birds often take turns. How does a bird keep its eggs from getting too hot? The bird gets itself wet, flies back to the nest, and then wets the eggs down. When hungry shrike nestlings see their parents, they open their beaks wide. The color inside of their gaping beaks is visible from a distance and shows the parents exactly where to insert the food. The short-toed eagle dissects the prey it has brought and feeds small pieces to the nestlings. Note how the hungry nestling knocks against its parent's beak to let the parent know it is still hungry. An elephant calf in trouble has no cause to worry. The entire family is immediately summoned to come to its aid. Not only the mother, who is always nearby, but all the females of the herd hurry to lend a trunk. When hungry shrike nestlings see their parents, they open their beaks wide. The color inside of their gaping beaks is visible from a distance and shows the parents exactly where to insert the food. The short-toed eagle dissects the prey it has brought and feeds small pieces to the nestlings. Note how the hungry nestling knocks against its parent's beak to let the parent know it is still hungry. Many kinds of birds are devoted parents. For example, they look for a suitable place to build their nest. When it's time to sit on the eggs, male and female birds often take turns. How does a bird keep its eggs from getting too hot? The bird gets itself wet, flies back to the nest, and then wets the eggs down. Male grouse fight each other to capture the territory at the center of the lek. Why particularly the area in the center of the lek? Because whoever captures the most central territory will also be the one to mate with most of the females. The starting display of the gazelle conveys a message to predators saying, "You will not catch me. Go and find yourself other prey." The snake we see in the film only eats animals that he kills himself. So what does a frog do to avoid becoming a victim? It plays dead. Look closely at the drawing of eyes on the wings of this butterfly. Don't they look like the eyes of a dangerous bird of prey? Flat solefish have camouflage colors, which disguise them wonderfully when they are on the seafloor and conceal them from the eyes of their predators. The animal you see here is called a hyrax. When hyraxes are out in the open, one of them stands guard. If a predator comes near, the guard gives a call of alarm that warns the others. At the tip of the rattlesnake's tail is a rattle, a few hollow rings which make a characteristic noise when the snake rattles its tail. What is the rattler saying when he does this? I am here. Beware. Some coral snakes are poisonous, while others are not, but all have warning colors. Predators do not stop to examine which are poisonous and which are not. They simply keep their distance. The warning colors of the salamander transmit a clear message. Caution, do not approach. Danger. The croaking of male frogs conveys two important messages. The message intended for the ears of other males says, keep your distance, this is my territory. And the message intended for the females is, come here, I am a fully grown, mature, and thriving male. How does this kingfisher declare its territory? It finds a high branch that can be seen from far off. From that branch, the kingfisher makes shrill cries that declare, this is my turf. Because of their giant bodies, a battle between rhinoceroses is more like a slow dance. However, look at the position of their tails and ears. They clearly demonstrate the aggression of the fighters in this ritual battle. This is a flamingo nesting colony. Look how close all the nests are to each other. Any flamingo walking among the nests is exposed to attack by other flamingos, aggressively protecting their nests. At the entrance to the beehive stand bee guards who closely examine the scent of the worker bees entering the hive. A worker bee that does not belong to this hive is discovered by its scent and is immediately expelled from the hive. Lions and lionesses spend a good part of their time licking each other's fur and rubbing up against each other. In this way, they mix their individual scents and create a common scent that marks the members of the pride. The howling of wolves can be heard for miles. By means of these howls, wolves announce their location to each other. A wolf who hears howling immediately responds in kind with his own. Note the Venus flytrap. Did you ever imagine that a plant could devour such large creatures? The oxpeckers you see in the film play a very important role. They help rid other, much larger animals of bothersome parasites that have attached themselves to the animal's skin. And what's in it for the oxpeckers? A mobile home with plenty of free snack food. When a worker bee returns to the hive after finding a new source of food, it tells the other worker bees by means of a special dance during which the bee waggles its abdomen and runs in circles. This dance conveys all the information necessary for the other bees to find this food, such as the distance from the hive, the direction, and even the kind of food. Insect bats detect their prey by emitting ultrasonic sounds and by receiving the echo bounced off the prey. The ultrasonic sounds are inaudible to the human ear. However, when these sounds are recorded by special instruments, their frequency can be lowered, making them audible to humans, and they can be presented graphically on a screen. As the bat approaches its prey, the rate of the sound it emits increases. This helps the bat to identify the exact location of its prey. Pelicans feed on fish that they catch while swimming in the water. Usually, they swim in small flocks, and occasionally, almost as if following a signal, they all turn over in unison, dive headfirst deep into the water, lifting large quantities of fish in their beaks. Lionesses setting out to hunt use a secret code to communicate between themselves, which their prey cannot discern. They coordinate the entire hunt from ambush to capture by means of these codes. This exceptional level of cooperation allows them to hunt in the most efficient manner. A dominant baboon maintains its supreme social status by a show of aggression. He walks in a threatening manner, bares his teeth, demonstrates his strength, and chases other males away. These lionesses, eating the carcass together, are probably the ones that hunted it. However, if the male lions are the first to eat, how can the lionesses be eating so peacefully? Probably because the males have had their fill already. Baboons spend much of their time grooming each other. Besides the important hygienic function of this behavior, it also serves to convey significant messages, primarily to reinforce social ties among the members of the group and to establish social status. The sea lion in the center has a harem. All the small, paler-colored females around him are part of his harem. The queen bee in the center of the picture is slightly larger than the worker bees, who are always at her side, taking care of her. Look carefully. You can watch her as she performs her main function, laying eggs. These wild goats are called ibex and live in mountainous areas and on cliffs. This cliff is a perfect playpen for the babies. They can't get out and predators can't get in. Look how many young ibex there are and how few adults. The mothers have left their young in this safe place and gone off to graze. Look at this little monkey clinging to its mother. Isn't it cute? When a herd of elephants moves from place to place, the elephants make many kinds of sounds. With these sounds, the elephants communicate with each other and with herds that are far away.